Hey, what's up guys? This is YYC Productions, or you can call me Adam. This is my first commentary video. This is on Hijacked Team Deathmatch. I'm going to go 35 and 12, MP7 silencer and laser sight. I think I'm running, yeah, there you go, flak jacket, toughness, and tactical mask.
Concussion out!
Honestly, this game I started out pretty badly. I had a few choke ups, throwing grenades in the wrong spot, or not paying attention, but overall, after the first 6 or 7 deaths, I think it finally kicked up, and I got a couple triple feeds in here, so that is nice. But this video is kind of out just, you know, get a feel of what people want in commentaries, or just ideas to talk about. So the thing I feel like talking about is where I live. There was a lot of flooding happening, a lot of homes along the banks of the two rivers, Bow and Elbow River, which are in Calgary, overflowed and damaged thousands of homes. About 100,000 people were evacuated from the areas near the banks and outlying areas near our city. And I feel like a lot of people, they're going to be returning to find out that their home is, you know, you can't really salvage it. People have to demolish their homes and rebuild it, but luckily insurance companies as well as the province have opted and given incentives for people to, you know, get money to repair their homes so they can start living lives again. Cash cards have been sent out to the people that have been affected by the flood. So I feel like the province has really taken a good stand to get people back on their feet and allow them to continue on with their lives after this flood, which was the worst since, I think, 1936. It was the mid-30s. They hadn't seen anything like this. We had a flood in 2005, and they said that the flows were just unmatchable. We didn't even declare a local state of emergency back then, and this year the state of emergency was declared. Communities were on mandatory evacuation, so there was definitely a concern for people's safety as the floodwaters rose far quicker than anyone had expected, and crews were really put under a lot of stress because they couldn't keep up with the rapid rate of water rising. So what happens every year here in Calgary is we have a Calgary Stampede that happens in the first week of July and goes on for 10 days. And the flooding had damaged the Stampede grounds, which is downtown, and people thought that the Stampede wasn't going to go on. There was so much damage done to the grounds, the BMO Center, and the Big Four, and they thought that, you know, to repair all the flooring, to repair the walls, to fix the insulation, get rid of the mold that could be there, it's not going to be done in 10 days, and the Stampede may not go on. And a lot of volunteers instead came out and started to help rebuild so the Stampede could go on, and what's just completely astonishing is that how our community was able to come together and in just 2 weeks, because this happened 2 weeks before Stampede, you know, put those centers, put the BMO Center back in commission, and the Big Four was put back into commission, Stampede Corral was put back into commission, and, you know, the Stampede grounds, they, you know, dug up, they fixed the area where they do the chuck wagon races, and, you know, the fact that the community could just, so they came together and they helped people enjoy the Stampede. You know, every year it's a tradition. It's been happening for hundreds of years, not hundreds of years, sorry. It's been happening for 100 years, and, you know, it's gonna have to happen, and it needs to be a tradition for a city to keep the Stampede up and running. So it was really great to just see so many people come out and help people with flooding, or offer to do some laundry for people that no longer have a home, or, you know, offer some furniture for people. I've seen signs everywhere saying that, you know, they'll help clean up, no charge, and they don't even consider it a job as much as just helping your fellow neighbor and helping the community out. I myself wasn't affected by the flood at all because I live up on a hill, so I can be thankful for that and just count my blessings and say, you know, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, so I couldn't, you know, go out because of roads being closed, but what I really need to consider and other people consider is just that these floodings damaged a lot of people's lives, and you know, they're not going to be able to just come back and go into their homes again. They're damaged. There's mold everywhere. It's a health hazard. And kids aren't going to be able to, you know, go play on their swings. I've seen, you know, playgrounds just completely washed out, and you know, they're not going to be able to have fun this summer. Instead, they're going to be concerned about, can I rebuild my home this summer? And I don't think that should be the concern for any family, is, do I need to rebuild my home? You know, people should just be able to live their lives peacefully, and you know, this flood has really prevented people from doing so. So yeah, it was a shame to just see so many families crushed by this flooding, but the unity that our community has shown over the past few weeks has just been phenomenal, and I really commend everyone for just coming together and allowing the stampede to come back, or allowing families to get back on their feet, and you know, doing whatever they can within their power. And it's one of those things where they're not just saying, my thoughts are out to the people in the floods, which is a nice notion, but they're getting out there and doing something about it. And they're saying that, you know, our thoughts are a really kind gesture, but people need to rebuild, and we need to help them. We weren't affected, so there's nothing stopping us. So a couple friends and I went down to work on some flood cleanup, and I think it was in the Mission area, and there's just debris scattered everywhere, and thing being is just, it is heartbreaking to just see things scattered, cars damaged, homes damaged, and just childhoods for children that are living there. Their childhoods are, you know, it's imprinted with, look at this flood. And it's a shame that young kids now, you know, they have to look back and say, when I was so-and-so 7 or 8 years old, my home was destroyed. But overall, I'm just really proud of Calgary, and props to, you know, everyone that's donated or, you know, done something about fixing the flood. Anyways, that is the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I was a bit stuttery on this commentary, but anyways, I had no script, so I just had to think of something on the spot, and I felt that with such a huge event, there would be something good to talk about. But I think I'll have a script next time, and I'll have a few more gameplays. I have a few that are just waiting in the theater to be recorded, so hopefully I'll be able to get one a week or a couple a week out for you guys. If you could just leave a comment about what you'd like to see in the next videos, I'd really appreciate it, or some topics I'd talk about, and you know, I can have a couple friends come along, and you know, they'll talk about it with me, and maybe you guys will enjoy that. So thanks for watching.